What's up, everybody? Nightberry here. Coming to talk to you guys about these two artifacts that I got from um, me and my wife got them on our wedding day. This is the male figure, this is the female figure. And the cool thing about them was I got them from, it was a friend of my aunt who she traveled a lot. And she pretty much, she's known me since I was a kid. She watched me grow up and whatnot. And she had a big impact on my life. And she was always preaching the importance of family and, just staying connected. And one of the things I remember she wrote on me and my wife's picture where we had everybody who wrote, but she told my aunt to write something. And she was like, hey, tell them, key things to never go to bed angry. Always communication, focusing on each other. So then, you get better developed as a unit, and then you can better focus on your family. So, and she told me, like, when you and your wife are connected and are at peace, they are to sit anywhere you want to put them in the house, and they're facing each other like this. And if there's a little bit of division or you guys are upset with each other, you can turn them this way. Um, and then if you have them facing together but facing outward, it was I haven't talked to her in years, but I think it had something to do with you are together but you are focused. As in we're focused on our kids, our household, our careers and whatnot, but we are still together. So it was focusing on us when we first got married, uh, focusing on our future, which is our family and our kids, and then if you are divided. So really important. It was really cool, to get something like that. But I can't remember where she got it from. What I do know is, along with her family and our family, we both have roots from Congo. So I don't know if she might have got it from there. I would have to double check. Again, I haven't talked to her in years. But the thing that I loved about it, which was so important to me, and is why I wanted to use these artifacts, was because it talked about the importance of staying connected with family and being focused together and just remaining as a unit. Like, that was one of the biggest things that I've always been taught, whether from my mom's side of the family or my dad's side of the family, about, again, just remaining connected, communicating, and being focused not only on the present but then on the future. You know, which is something that when I think about stereotypes for whether it be for African American folks, like, I mean, there's a whirlwind of stereotypes that when it comes to us, as with every culture, they all have their own. But when it comes to us, is you know, I think about one of the things she always talked to me about was the importance of being present and being there, not just being there, but being present. Because I grew up with a very present father, and as y'all have heard jokes before and whatnot about people in the Black community. Oh, their dad's not there. Did you grow up with a dad? Kind of jokes like that, that often get thrown around. But when I think about, like, my dad's side of the family and my mom's side of the family, for the most part, like, all of the men were pretty present, except for a few I can think of. But most part, all of them were pretty present, which pressed upon me to be an even more present father, to remain, a unit with my wife. If she's got something going on, that means I got something going on because we are together. If there's any division, it's just maybe because of lack of communication. So we make it a point to communicate. Like, there's just so many values that come from these two things that have been instilled for me from day one. Because I really don't know 100%, with the exception of a few things. I haven't done an ancestry or a 23andMe or something like that to really know, like, where my roots come from. This is probably going to inspire me to do that now. But like I said, yeah, I looked at those and I was like, man, I remember the story that was told to me about those and kind of what they signify. And that holds true to me for a lot of things like that I keep near and dear. Again, my family, my wife, my kids. We're focused on the future, not only for ourselves, but mainly for our children. And, breaking those stereotypes of having a broken Black household. So our goal is to continue to teach that to our kids so they can just, pay it forward, and developing that generational wealth, not financially, but just like in terms of who we are as a family and kind of how we carry ourselves. So hopefully that wasn't too crazy all over the place. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening. And if you got any questions, I'm looking forward to the feedback. All right, y'all have a good one.